Beats.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Drew here, and today I want to talk about change. So, where do I start? Change to me can be good and bad. So, I guess let's just start with the bad. Change is bad when you realize you're trying to change something about yourself that's not good, as far as like a bad habit, stuff, stuff of that nature. Just any bad habit that you're trying to change. Maybe something that you want to change having to do with you personally, as far as like sorry, allergies, man. As far as like your attitude towards certain people and shit like that. So, yeah, I mean, when you're trying to change and you find yourself in the same mood, as far as if you hate someone, if you don't like someone because of a certain reason. The way I dealt with that in these years of my life, of, just changing and only changing for the better and not for the bad, is that, to me, bad change is when you know something you do, or something that you do, or something that affects people, that is coming from you in a negative way, and that you don't try to do anything about it. You just think it's okay. I feel like that's when you need to realize that, okay, I need to change for the better and not just keep being how I am. Or shit, maybe you could even get worse. But as far as me, talking about how I've changed certain things about myself, it's really, I think it all just depends on whether you want to change or not. Like, that's where it all starts. It starts with you. Like, if you don't see anything wrong with anything that is negative about you, then you're not gonna want to change, or you don't think that you need to. But, we all have things that we could change for the better, and we may not realize it, or we may just be sitting around one day and be like, oh shit, maybe I can change this about myself, or damn, I didn't know I was this way, I didn't know I did this, I didn't know I didn't like these certain group of people because of this. And a lot of the times when you don't like someone and you're rude to them, or whatever the case may be, and there's nothing negative about them, as far as they're a good person, they don't have any like crazy past things that they did, or just too horrible to just look past, anything like that. Usually when you don't like somebody for like how they look, or how they act, or how they sound, how they talk, anything like that, I feel like that's really a shallow reason. But okay, now let's get on to changing for the better. So if you find that, or if people are letting you know, man, hey, what you're doing is not cool, it's rude, you're rude, you could either choose to listen to it or choose not to listen to it. So you're either gonna change, or you're not gonna change, or you're gonna get worse. But I mean, really, the way that I did it through these years, or have done it through these years, is realize, damn, maybe I do need to change, or maybe, or somebody lets me know that I really, hold value in what they tell me, and they're like, Drew, you need to change this, or you should try to change this. And you can't force anybody to change, no matter what you do. They're either going to want to do it for themselves, or they're not going to want to do it at all. But yeah, you can't be like, oh, you better change, or I'm going to do this, or you better change, or this is going to happen. They're either going to want to do it, or they're not. As far as how to do it, I guess where to start would probably be like, just to think about it and think, do I really need to change? Do I really need to change this about myself? Do I really need to change this situation? Do I really need to? Do I want to? Not really do you need to. Do you want to do it? That's what you should really say. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? And then once you feel like you want to and are going to try, then you say, do I need to do this? Does this need to happen? I feel like that, at least to me, I feel like the want, as far as with something you want to change personally about yourself, the want needs to come before the need. The desire to do it needs to come before it's like a sure thing that you need to do it. But yeah, so if you want to change anything about yourself, you don't gotta start with major big things. You could just take baby steps, like small steps. Change doesn't always happen overnight. It's not gonna happen right away. It takes time to change certain things that you don't like about yourself, or that other people don't like about you, and that's causing, obstacles in your life, and you feel like, I've been this way for so long, I want to do something about it. And it comes with anything in life that you want to change. Not just with you, but with say if you want a different job. If you want a different job because you don't like your job, you gotta quit the job you're at. If you wanna lose weight, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start working out. You gotta do this and do that. And I know that doesn't sound very good, but I'm just saying, take small steps towards what change you want to make. And I'm not gonna say, oh, every change you make is gonna benefit you. Usually if it's for the better, if it's a good change, it will make your life better. It may not seem like it at first, but then once everything starts going your way and things start to happen and you're like, oh man, I like this change I made, then you will be able to be like, okay, this change actually did help me. Because of course no one's going to realize it right away. That's why it's called a change. It's something different. It's something that you're not used to. And it comes with anything, whether you have social anxiety, you're self-conscious about certain things, you don't know how to be comfortable with yourself, you want to pursue a different career, anything in life, just anything that you feel like isn't working for you, or feel like you need to change because you want it to go like this, but you can't really plan a lot of things out. You can't make a change, and sometimes change, even for the better, has its cons, because it's like it has its cons because you make the change, and it doesn't work, or certain thing that you wanted to happen didn't happen. That's going to make you want to go back to what you were doing before. But most of the time, in my experience, when I've changed certain things about myself, it's worked out for the better. Not even about myself, just certain things that from what I used to do to what I do now, I've changed for the better. And the main tip for this is just the desire to want to change. Remember, the want comes before the need. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I don't mind if you acting fake, you just wasting your time, your time, your time, your time. No, I don't mind. You'll just play yourself 'cause I pay